It's Holly and Jolly, better known as Savanah and Jen. In 3, 2, 1.
The best leadership happens when you step away for 10 minutes.
This is Back in 10. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Back in 10. I'm Savanah.
And I'm Jen.
We hope that everyone is having a exciting and hopefully relaxing holiday season. And today we're going to talk about probably the exact opposite of exciting. One of the most annoying, probably least glamorous, but it's absolutely the most essential part of running a dental practice, and that is the accounts.
Getting paid.
What did you say?
Getting
Money,
paid.
money, money.
Get the money
Money!
done now.
Exactly.
I need a money gun. Woo! Money! So
This is a
welcome.
business. This is a business. We've said multiple times before, you are not the bank. You are a business. You need to get paid. So we're going to talk about that today.
Yeah. And accounts receivable, it's not just about chasing money. It's also about the systems that are gonna protect the cash flow, or it's gonna drain it and drain it quietly because you don't have those systems in place and you don't know that it's being drained. You know what I mean? So I'd like to kind of break it down into a couple of high impact tips that you can use to implement in your practice like right away. You can start it now.
Ooh, Savanah Carlson, give it to us, baby. Let's go.
You. Okay. So, tip number 1. And also, I have these written down because Jen and I were supposed to record this one like 2 times ago, but we just tend to talk a lot and we didn't get to it. And then I called her last night and I was like, "Shit, Jen, I know we're supposed to launch AR next week, but we didn't friggin' record it." So, here we are.
We were just so grateful and thankful last time we recorded that we just kept going with that. So now let's AR tips. Give it to us.
AR tips. Okay. So, the first tip that I have, we actually discussed in a previous podcast. It's fixing the root cause with insurance verification. Most AR issues really start before a patient even comes in for their treatment, right? And if you haven't listened to the insurance verification episode, go on back to that. We go into 15 minutes of like some high impact information to help you get through it. But what we're looking at with insurance verification is that if you're missing details, that is going to guarantee balances later, right, Jen? If we don't have
Yeah.
it prepared for when the patient comes in for treatment.
Yeah, we talked about verification and all of that and collecting at the beginning of the appointment and instead of the end. I think that's another thing too, right? So people can't like sneak out the back door per se, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And like we said before, verification is not busy work. Not at all. It's where your AR begins. So when our practice skips verification steps, I mean, they're pre-scheduling a headache for their future, essentially. And I know it's the part that, AR is the part that nobody sees, but when it's done wrong and it's done incorrectly, everybody feels it. Especially you as the office manager when the doctor comes knocking on your door and is like, "Hey, I looked at our accounts receivable. It's not looking too hot."
Right.
Right.
And you have the AR insurance side, and then you have the AR just like patient collection side, right? So
Right.
you need to make sure that you have the verification and have all that stuff done. So then you can not have to worry about popping the ibuprofens or Tylenol and worrying about doc knocking on the door.
Yep, absolutely. Tip number 2. Boom, boom, boom. I preach this all the time, and Jen, I know you preach this too. Collect what you can prior to and or at time of service. I'll say it again. collect what you
Mhm,
can prior to that patient coming in for that appointment and or before they put their butts in the chair, really.
mhm.
Because on the way out after a procedure, especially if it's been, an extensive invasive procedure and they're in the chair for a couple of hours, the last thing they want to do is stop at the desk and hand over a card for 5 grand,
Mhm.
right? Let's take care of that before the patient walks out.
You know what always got me super excited is
But
when I would look in our analytics software and you look at your collection rate, right? Because that tells you
yeah,
how effective your AR collections is, patient and insurance. And when that rate's over 100%,
oof, oof,
and I've heard some offices before, they're like, "That's not possible. You can't have a collections rate over 100%." Au contraire. Yes, you can.
au contraire.
Because you can prepay and get the collection. So if you have a patient in your office today and you're scheduling them 2 weeks from now to have restorative
Yeah,
done, collect it now if you can,
yeah,
or collect a portion of it now to make the patient payment in 2 weeks from now a little bit lighter or a little bit easier on them too. You could do
yeah,
that and break it up. I am all for you splitting up prepayments, right? We say don't be the bank. But if you're splitting up prepayments and the day that you schedule and then the day that you come in, that's a really easy thing that you can offer to your patients. Really easy. And then you
super.
get your collections rate up too.
Yeah, and honestly, when the patient comes in, they don't have to worry about it. Like, let's keep it as easy as possible, and
Mhm,
we all know that it doesn't get easier to collect after the patient leaves the practice. It's only harder. Every single time, it's only harder.
right.
Anyone who says, "Oh, it's so easy for me to collect it. I just send them a text to pay." How
Mm,
often I mean, I think you're only looking at a very small fraction of those texts that are going out for balance requests because I got
mm-mm.
ignored so many times.
Yeah. Now, if you're doing it in office, right? And maybe you're sending it like while they're in the office to pay, because I
Yeah.
know a lot of practices did that. They instituted that policy, like, during COVID time, so no one had to touch any other device, and you still have that going for you, go for it. That's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about, like, balances already on their account, not for services that were done today. We're talking about past
Past
balances.
balances. Yeah.
Mhm,
Yeah. And I think one of the hardest things is communication when it comes to the collection of money prior and at time of visit. Um, we don't need finance degrees to say, "Hey, Susie, for today it's XYZ." It's having a confidence boost. You need to know that asking for payment shouldn't be emotional for you as an employee of the practice.
mhm,
You're doing
mhm.
what's tasked of you for the practice. So having
Yeah.
that confidence boost.
And think about, like, for our listeners that I'm gonna use the example of, like, going to get your hair done, right?
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
go and get your hair done and you're like, "Oh, you know what? I planned on just getting, like, the crown like, some crown foil stuff, but guess what? No, now I'm going in for a full. And you know what? I think you need the toner. Okay, you need some toner. You need a deep conditioning treatment. Okay. So you have all these things done, and then you go, oh man, I really like that product. It smelled really good. So I'm going to get some of that to bring home with me too. And you get up to the register, and they don't say, okay, it's $350. They go, okay, your total
Yeah.
today for this,
Well,
this,
that's
this, this, and this is 300. Oh no, it's definitely more than that, but I'm trying to be
it's
kind. It's
650. Be
oh,
straightforward, girl. We all
yeah,
know. Especially if you get
yeah,
some hair extensions and you paying upwards of $1,500 and you slap it
oh,
right away.
God, I'm not even going there, right? But look, just take your time, talk calmly, talk confidently, and say, your total for today's visit is $1,800. How would you like to pay for that? Or we accept this, and this. Have it ready to go.
Yeah. Because if you
You know,
don't
just
collect the dollars, you only collect excuses to, I mean, realistically. Oh my god, did I just do the thing again? Did I
You
just do
just
the
did
thing again?
you just did it again. If you
TM.
don't if you don't collect the dollars, you collect the excuses. Shit. Guys,
Preach.
she's just dropping knowledge over here.
Oh, holy hell. Hot diggity dog. I think you know what I think it is, Jen? We should ask
What?
the wizard. Do you think it's the bright red lipstick? That's
The bright red lipstick brings out the sass and the mic drop knowledge.
Yeah, just saying. Pretty
And
something.
the snorting laughs, even better.
I know. I'm sorry. I just snorted. That just made me so excited.
No, I don't that doesn't bother me in the least. No. So, Savannah, what is our next tip?
Our next tip. Okay. Tip number 3. Submit accurate claims ASAP. Don't let claims age on your desk. That's
Yeah.
part 1 of this tip 3. Part 2 is that clean claims, those are going to prevent all the denials and the delays, right? So the insurance claims age fast enough once they go to the insurance company. Why do we want to delay that anymore by waiting a week to send out an insurance claim? If your narrative's in, if everything is correct, bye bye. Send it off to the insurance company, right?
Love it. Love it.
It's part of the revenue cycle.
Mhm.
And especially if you are an insurance heavy practice, don't get
Right.
in your own way. A
Mm-mm.
5-minute claim check is going to save you and the team all of the time it's going to take to do an appeal down the road.
And this is something too that you can easily outsource that someone can do remotely. You can hire a billing company to do that. So then your admin team that's in office can focus on the patients that are there, collecting the patient portion, and let
Yeah.
someone behind the scenes make sure that it has a clean claim before it gets sent out and all the attachments and the codes are correct, everything.
Right.
That can be outsourced, and it's not eliminating a position. It is being efficient with your team's time.
Preach, girl. Preach. This actually pops into tip number 4
Oh, it's
with
like it was teed up, and I don't
it's like
even you're doing this all today, girl. It's like, "Woo, round
like
of applause for Savannah. Here you go, girl. What do you got? Tip 4."
this is what happened when you like hyper pre-plan. I was like, AR, I effing loved AR. Let's
I
get
know,
after it. Let's get
and this
after
is
it.
what happens when we spend too much time together, and it's just, like,
Yeah,
happens
that's
mentally.
true.
Okay, go
Just
ahead.
ping
What do you got?
pong. Okay. Number 4, tip number 4 is make sure you as the OM, if you are in charge of the AR or if you have a financial coordinator who's in charge of your AR, you have a follow-up system, right? Systems go above and beyond having like good intentions. Like I intended to send that claim out yesterday. I intended to remind that patient yesterday. No, 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 no. AR is not a like a when I have time project. It's really not. AR, it you have to make a space on your calendar for that. That's where your time management and time efficiency come in because that being consistent with your AR, it it creates predictability for the practice. Um and also like let's go to the emotional aspect. Like how nice is it to know like, oh, on Monday from 2 to 3, I'm sending out statements from last week. And to like just check that off your list instead of having it hanging over your head as a to
I used
do.
to send
Do it.
statements every day, daily,
I just,
daily.
and I love that. And I don't understand, like, what is the financial gain of waiting to batch send?
Mm-mm.
I
Mm-mm.
don't know about you, but it didn't change the postage stamps for me when I was like,
No.
it doesn't.
No,
It
and
doesn't.
a lot of this is you're not printing anything. It does it it's all done electronically. So just do it. You get all the
Yeah.
claims in, you process everything, especially if you're doing it in-house, but you can also outsource this too. Make sure that that's
Right.
part of the process. When all the payments are entered in for the day, you send all of the statements. But If you have calculated correctly, you don't have to send statements.
Correct. That's preach, girl. Clap on that one. Yeah, if you have calculated correctly, but if in the event that something comes back as like it's been denied, you went to a dentist 3
Mhm.
years ago and had this done and we didn't see it, so there's
Mhm.
clauses in play. But also like when systems like setting up your AR system is, and this could be, I don't know, controversial, but your system is prioritized over the individual doing it. And I say that because there should be more than one person who knows how to complete
Yeah.
the AR cycle for the practice, right? It's not saying someone is better than somebody else. No, that's not what I'm saying. It's that when you have the proper SOP and systems in play, it's just going to make sure that
Mhm.
your AR is functioning smoothly,
Correct.
right?
It's
And
all revenue cycle management. Mhm.
and thinking about with sending those statements out, whether you're sending a paper statement, whether you're giving a phone call, whether you're sending a text message, the tone all needs to be consistent as well when it comes to statements in
Mhm.
the order of sending, right? It should be
Mhm.
like a real, let's go back to the hair analogy. It should be a real rinse and repeat type of process with your
Yeah.
AR.
My gosh, Brianna's gonna be so proud of us.
I know, Brianna, if you're listening, she's probably not listening, but I'll just tell her, I'll be like, you need to listen to this episode now, Brie.
Yeah,
Jen and I
she
go to the
should.
same hairdresser. It's fine. Don't worry about it. We're besties.
She did.
Okay. Tip number 5. So trying to keep this short and sweet for you. Tip number
Alright, wrap
5.
it home, bring it home, baby.
Okay. Problems repeat until you fix the system causing them, right? So you need to be auditing the patterns and the systems within the practice for your AR and making sure that if there is a kink in the system, you're cleaning it up and you're fixing it, right? Because
Yeah.
a listen, AR isn't like this whole like detective mystery, right? It's not mysterious. Like we are not Scooby-Doo and the gang here. Like we're just not.
Zoinks!
Zoinks! Like there we go. Oh my god, the wizard is a zoink. Zoinks. Like it's like if we're in the hair salon and we're
Keep going
at the
with it.
sink and listen, there's a puddle under the sink. We don't just clean up the puddle. We're going to
Right.
fix the leak. We're going to unclog the pipe.
Mhm.
Wow. Jen, I am like impressed with us right now. I mean, like, I knew we could do it because I love you and I know who we are, but like, this analogy just like completely went whole through this podcast today.
I
I'm
know, and I
down for
just
it.
whipped that out of nowhere. It just happened. We just go with it.
Whipped it.
And I love that. And Savanah, those are awesome tips. And I think we'll have to wrap that up in a nice pretty package too. We'll post that out there for people to see
Yeah.
just to make it super easy. But obviously you
Yeah.
want to make sure you listen to the podcast because you're gonna hear some analogies that you're not gonna get via a social post.
Right. Right. I mean, and I get this is true, right? A white pager is not going to save your AR. It's not.
No, no.
This podcast will.
So on that note,
On that
go
note,
and
guys,
take a look at your AR processes, and there's 5 tips to help you look into what you can do next year. So have an
yeah,
awesome day, everyone, and keep winning.
keep winning. Improve that cash flow.
Yeah, rinse
Keep
and
washing
repeat.
that hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, giggity.
Do you know what I realized today? Laugh at me. That I have an eclectic mug thing.
Collection?
Yeah. So, Savanah, you know, like I collect the. Yeah, but no, they're interesting. So, like, I have one that says like "You're awesome, keep that shit up." I have like I'm a big deal. Like the people have sent me, and then I have this one. So I brought this out just for you today because we were talking about like success. Keep it. Huh?
Nothing. I was adjusting my bra.
Her bra.
Had like anyone on my team that ever said like I was a good boss. Do you know what I mean? Like never even called me like their boss, right? It was always like the doctor was the boss, right? Even you know how it is. Like in practice management, it's just an odd thing. And I got this mug one year. Do you see what this says?
A boss like you is harder to find than toilet paper during a pandemic. Talama.
Yeah.
Is Talama Toledo?
It is.
Okay.
Why she's called Talama?
No? Why?
Because of the llama farms in Monday.com.
Oh, I love the llama farms.
So I used to call her Talama, so she is Talama. But I was going through and I was like, oh my God, I'm really proud of this mug and I'm going to use it today to have my cup of chai tea.
That's awesome. I have my hot honey lemon water from when I was deathly ill the past 2 weeks. And now I just can't stop drinking it because my skin feels good. I feel good. I'm gonna keep drinking it. I'm gonna keep
It's
drinking
like,
it.
whatevs, dude. She's got that red lipstick on, so she's feeling extra saucy and Boston-y today.
I am. I don't give a fuck. Are you okay, Chris? Are you okay?
That's a rhetorical question.
I called you the other day and you didn't call me back.
I'm sorry, Savanah. I was driving and it was snowing, and then I had to go do the kindness fun stuff.
All I hear is wah, 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 wah.
Thanks for spending a few minutes with us on Back in 10.
If something made you laugh, nod, or feel a little more human, share it with a friend and make sure that you're subscribed.
You can also follow us on Instagram at Back in 10 Pod for more behind the scenes, updates, and probably a little chaos.
We're not here to have it all figured out. We're just here to tell you the things that we wish someone had told us.
And remind you that leadership doesn't have to be perfect, just real.
We'll be back in 10.